Hey, Jason Spangler, the SanteeSwapper, back with another unboxing. This time I have two packages for you. One is really small, a very, very small collection that I purchased from a lady. She mailed it to me. She is from, I think, Iowa. And so there's a couple of interesting patches in here. I think they belong to a family member. And then this is a collection that I bought from a gentleman who was a scouter in Pennsylvania. That's where he lives now, in Pittsburgh actually. And I know we have some collectors in Western PA. So hopefully you'll stick around and see what I come up with out of these boxes. All right, well, let's take a look and see what's in these two. I probably should start with the smaller envelope. As I said, this lady sold me this collection. I believe it belonged to her brother or cousin. I can't exactly remember who. Honestly, there wasn't a whole lot in here that I was really excited about, but there was a couple of things. It looked like her, let's just call it her brother. I think that's what my memory is, that her brother had spent some time over in the Transatlantic Council, and you can see these are actually worn patches. And so there is a camp patch in here that I was kind of curious about. There's some membership cards here. This looks like a sort of a foreign style of stitching. And then this was the patch that I was interested in, an old Camp Mohawk, which I believe would have been a BSA camp that kind of ran over there in the Transatlantic Council. There's just a couple of other things here. These are some international patches, some what I would call souvenir patches, nothing too exciting, but I did think a 1950, let's see, it's a 59 camp patch from a camp run by the Transatlantic Council was something kind of interesting. So I did make her a deal to purchase this collection, and as I like to tell people, recycle it back into the hobby. So put that stuff to the side. And then let's see what's in this collection. Again, mailed to me from Pittsburgh, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's where this fella did all his scouting, but we will find out. All right, so first up we get a little Cub Scout bearskin with the familiar pins and webelos. Here's a certificate with his name on it. So this kind of gives a little bit away. This book was from the early 1970s. A little bit of controversy here. This was kind of when the Boy Scouts saw the cliff of their membership numbers declining, and they decided to rework their program. One of the things that kind of drove people nuts was during that period in the early 70s, with the changes that came in, is that you could actually earn your Eagle without going camping. Now that doesn't sound like something that we would even believe is possible, but I think they were trying to go for what people might have called urban scouts, kids that maybe had a barrier to be able to go out and do what people sort of think of as traditional outdoor scouting program. And then you may know that Greenbar Bill Hillcourt came in and wrote the next edition of the Boy Scout Handbook and kind of changed all that, came up with the system that we know with the belt loops, skill awards. That was a program that I was in. So, but enough of that history. Let's show you some of the other stuff in this collection. So again, here's the skill awards, right? And actually, I may be wrong, guys. So the skill awards may have been a part of that program as well, and maybe it just got tweaked a little bit. A couple other things here, some bolo slides that are kind of interesting looking. A couple of random patches. Let's see what else we got in here. Might look interesting. Okay, got some more patches here. I'll look and see. So like a lot of scouts from his day, this guy went to Philmont, which I always think is interesting. I actually, having grown up in the Carolinas in a Air Force troop, I never have gone to Philmont. Still haven't to this day. Kind of hoping that maybe with my children getting into scouting that perhaps I'll have the opportunity to do that, but it hasn't happened yet. So here's some more event patches, pretty nice old twill event patches from, looks like that area in Pennsylvania as well. Then a couple of neckerchief slides, which I threw up there, and then a little gaggle of, let's see if there's anything interesting on the neckerchiefs. Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, let me show you these guys, okay. I think this was something that, this was kind of this guy's highlight item in scouting, was he went on this Philmont expedition. So I don't know if this will present well under the camera or not, but in 1962, he went to Philmont with his council and had that Philmont contingent neckerchief, which a lot of troops would have done that. They would have made their own neckerchiefs for a Philmont deal. And then here's another camp neckerchief, and then this one is just, yeah, the regular one. So this is kind of a great example of a lot of collections that I get where this one person was in Scouts for maybe, 3 or 4 or 5 years. Can't even really tell what his rank was here. A lot of times People may decide to keep some items. So for example, I don't see a merit badge sash. So I don't have an idea if he got his eagle or not. But he did include these film-on items, so you can kind of see what he did in scouting. So anyways, Jason Spangler with the SanteeSwapper. If you like this unboxing video, definitely go to my YouTube channel. I have tons and tons of unboxing videos. Also my website, scoutpatchcollectors.com. I do an email newsletter for scouting memorabilia collectors, podcasts, and obviously videos such as this. Thanks very much.